Hello and welcome to What's Going On. Over here we do different kinds of readings. We check out the energy with you to see what's happening in your life and what Spirit wants you to know. But now I'm also starting to do videos about hot topics or what's in the news or anything that we want to take a sneaky look and see what the cards want to say about it. So in this video, as you can probably tell by the title, I want to look at a very interesting topic here. It's about Sean Combs, or P. Diddy, which is what he is known as. So for those of you who live under a rock and you're not aware, P. Diddy was a very, very big name, very successful in the music industry. And he has been accused, I have to say accused because he's not yet found guilty, of sex trafficking, fraud, sexual assault, harassment, domestic violence and coercion. There's been loads, the list is endless that he's been accused of, and the evidence is piling high. There's even been a leaked video footage from CCTV in a hotel lobby where he was abusive to his ex Cassie. It's a horrible video, so be careful if you watch it. It's not very nice to see. If you need to know more, you can of course Google it. But I want to check out his energy. I want to see what's going on with him, what happened, like why did all of this happen, what was he thinking of, and also what's to come with this trial, or what's to come up, what can we expect now, what's going on with this story. So a lot to get through. Let's begin, shall we, and see what the cards have to say. So firstly, let's check out Diddy's energy right now. Let's see what's going on with him. What's going on with Sean Combs right now? Family issues. We've got one that's flew over here as well. Goodness, you can't make that up, can you? Incarcerated, locked away. Yep, of course. Well, I mean, it's funny, especially this last card here. I'll tell you all about it. So firstly, we have family issues. Now this tells me that there's obviously some tension happening. I think that he's obviously been arguing and there is some family issues right now. I think other people are having the wool pulled over their eyes and they are now seeing the truth. They are seeing that he is actually guilty and he is arguing with them right now. So he's falling out with some family members. He isn't having the supportive kind of circle around him that was there before. We have the impersonator card here. So I feel like he's trying to copy someone. He wishes that he was someone else right now. He wishes that he was not in the position that he's in. He is trying to match someone's energy. I feel like he's trying to I'm getting a separate storyline here. He is trying to create some kind of false evidence. I'm just thinking because this is next to the screenshots card. He is gathering evidence of his own to try and fight his case, but he might be trying to make this look like it's someone else. So I feel like he's going to try and create some kind of proof, but it's not going to be legitimate. It's not going to be genuine. He's going to try and get someone to impersonate these accusers, the victims, to try and make them look bad as well. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's what he's working on right now. Whether he will be successful with this, whether it will happen, I don't know. But he is thinking of this. He's thinking of doing this, and he's trying to see if this can happen some way. He just wants to clear his name, and he wants to do it in any way necessary, even if he plays dirty. I'm not surprised because he's quite an evil man from what I've seen so far. he's trying to copy someone. So if someone fires at him, he tries to retaliate by doing the same back. He's overthinking, he is stressed, he is worried about things, and he is literally just going round in circles in his head. He can't sleep at night. He's very stressed. He worries about things. This is really taking an effect on his mental health, and he is incarcerated right now. He's locked up, and he feels like he's stuck. He can't break free. He's claustrophobic. He misses the old life he had, and he feels like he's not only in a physical prison, he's also in a mental prison as well, because he can't get his head around things. He can't escape his mind. Everything seems to be crashing down, and he just is overthinking about everything. However, this card made me a bit amused, to be honest, because although this is going on, although we know the evidence, and he's in trouble and he knows he's done wrong deep down, I'm sure he does, he's literally victimizing himself, which is, it's crazy. He is playing the victim. He feels that everyone's out to get him because he is so successful. He thinks that this is what it's down to. People are trying to put him down. People are trying to get to him. And it's because they're jealous, because he was so powerful, so successful. He feels like everyone wants that title, or they just want to get him out the picture because he was too big and he couldn't be controlled. Your light irritates their demons. That's what he feels. He feels that because he was so big and he was so powerful, that people just wanted to get him out of the way. That's what he's blaming this on. He's not blaming the fact that he committed these horrible, disgusting acts. He is actually taking another route and saying, no, they're just trying to get me. They're all out to get me. Poor him. That's what I'm picking up with this. It's like he's feeling very sorry for himself. He needs a small violin, and he's literally just, he's victimizing himself. I find that quite amusing. I want to go deeper with this. I want to see, why did he do this? What was going on in his head? What was happening? Let's have a look, shall we? So these cards are fantastic. Let's see, why did he do this? What was going on when all this was happening? Sean Combs. Oh, all the figures. Someone will help you out. Interesting. Right. Okay, so from what I can see here, we have the Grandma card, which was an interesting one to come out. It tells me that there may have been an influence from an older figure that he looked up to. There could also be a loss in his family of an older figure, and it really affected him. Someone was helping him out here. Someone was giving him advice, and he feels lost, or he felt lost when that was taken away. So it's just another storyline I'm getting. He felt like he took this person for granted, and it really made him angry with himself. He had like a bitter energy. There's also a stale relationship that he was going through. Every relationship that he was in, he got bored of them. He felt like it was going nowhere. He wanted excitement. He wanted something to give him excitement. And when he tried to get the excitement, it was good, and then it would go stale again. He was never quite satisfied. So he kept trying to reach for something higher and bigger and better. And It was never satisfying for him. He was never satisfied, so he'd go up a level, up a level, up a level every time until it turned into what it did with them freak-offs. It's just someone trying to get that satisfaction. He just wasn't satisfied. Nothing was making him feel that sense of satisfaction. He felt numb. He felt numb. And he was always chasing the next high, the next satisfaction, the next whatever it was. He felt like he could do this because he had financial freedom. It did go to his head. The money that he had was just insane. He felt like he could do anything. He literally felt like a god. That's the kind of sense I'm getting here. It's the delusion. It's the god-like feeling of like, I'm invincible, I'm powerful, I'm mighty, I'm magical. That's what I see here. He felt like he could just do anything because his money was, you know, he had a fortune, didn't he? He was living comfortably. He had nothing to worry about. He lost sense of reality. I think he lost sense of reality because he lived this dream life. He lived like no one, you know, he didn't have the normal struggles that everyone has that brings them down to earth, that humbles them. He had none of that. He just felt like he was a god because he didn't have that. Everyone was below him and he could do what he wanted because he was top dog. He was top of the food chain. That's what he felt. He was invincible. He felt disconnected. He felt like he couldn't connect with other people because they weren't on his level. He had this high opinion of himself and no one matched him. He didn't feel like he was connected to any loved ones. He always felt like they were with him for different reasons and not love, so he couldn't build that bond. He felt like he wasn't aligned with anybody and he didn't have them bonds there. Like no one understood him. He felt understood. He felt lost. He yearned for the feeling of being accepted, of being loved. He yearned for that. Probably he got that from this figure here. And when that figure went, he realised what he lost. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if he was close to an old relative and they ended up maybe passing away. I'm not sure, but that's what I get there. He craved for the warmth, the connection. He was jealous of people that had that type of thing in their life. He didn't have that. He just had the comfort of money, parties, drugs. You know, it's not really love. It's nothing real. So he felt like he was lost. He victimized himself. He felt sorry for himself. He did try to make a peace offering here. He did try to seek out a peace offering, but it was only to avoid drama. He felt as long as he had something to offer, if he had something to offer other people who he had done wrong, he could get out of it. He could avoid anything nasty coming his way because he could pay them off. He could avoid this. He had people to do his dirty work and try and pay people off to clean up his mess, to threaten people if need be. He had all of that. So because he had those connections, because he had people working for him, he had the funds, the money, the means to pay people off and to do what he wanted to do. He felt like he was untouchable and he could avoid any drama. He could just sail above it. Doesn't matter what was going on, what he did, what he was accused of, he could get out of it. There was always a way out. So he continued, and it played on his head, that entered his head as well to make him think that he was better than everyone else. So it kind of was full circle here. He just had this delusional thought that he was a god, that he was powerful, that he was untouchable, and this added to that because he kept getting away with things. Cultural appropriation, using cultural symbols, strips. Yeah, stealing, exploitation. He had dirt on other people and he used this to his advantage. He had a lot of dirt on people. There was secrets being kept, and he thought because he had people in his pocket, again, he was untouchable. He thought he could do anything. He could continue his dirt because he knew what other people were doing. It was like a blackmailing technique, what he had there. It takes two to tango, exactly. There was other people that was involved with this. There was definitely other people. So he has dirt on people. And I feel like he's going to try and bring them down as well. He's not going to go down alone. It takes two to tango. No one person is innocent or guilty here. Two perpetrators. So maybe there's an equal person in all of this. It's all going to come out. He knows that he's not the only one to blame. And because he was in a team, or, you know, maybe there was a few of them, but I'm getting a sense it's just one other significant person who is just as guilty as he is, because he felt like it was a powerful duo, it was a powerful force to be reckoned with, that again it's 2 against 1, you know, or 2 against however many they've hurt. But he was not alone. He had someone else, probably an older figure. He had someone else guiding him, helping him do this, helping him conceal the evidence and to stop anything coming from it. He felt like he was meant to do this. He felt like he was here for a deeper reason than everyone else. He thinks that, again, he's a high being, and it's really, like, I'm getting a sense he's a narcissist, honestly, and I don't say that lightly. It's like, I feel like he just has this strong sense, this ego about himself, that he can just do what he wanted to do. People are objects to him. He is a god. That's literally what I'm getting. He could be mentally ill. Honestly, that's what I'm picking up with this. Let's see what's to come with this storyline. Let's see, what can we expect? So what can we expect with this storyline? Flawless execution, project rules, hitch. What's coming up with this storyline? Oh. Okay. So something is going to be successful here. There's going to be attention to detail, and I feel like it's these little details that will all paint it will all add up and paint a bigger picture. There's going to be something going as planned. So I feel like they've got a plan and they're going to execute it, and they will be successful. I think that there's going to be an unseen hero here. Quiet source of support from the sidelines. I feel like the trial will go as planned, and I think that he has something behind the scenes here. I think that there is an unseen hero. I'm also picking up, this could be about a victim that's going to come forward, another person who is gathering the strength. They want to remain anonymous, I feel. But there's going to be something that comes from the woodworks here. So there's something else coming in. There's someone else coming in to help this trial be a success and to bring him down. There's going to be mutual respect, relationships deepening through mutual understanding. And I feel like this person is going to get a lot of respect for what they do for this trial. Boundaries will be set, and I think that people are going to respect the boundaries. They don't want to be known. They don't want to be seen. They want to just remain silent, but they will really help this trial here behind the scenes. Someone's going to be seeking some counsel from another person. There's another source coming through that will give advice, and they will try to navigate a tricky situation. I think that Sean is trying to get some wise counsel from someone here, and they are trying to get advice. How can they move forward? But there will be empty promises. Someone's going to try and give him false hope. They will try and fill his head with, oh, we can do this, we can go this route. But there's going to be empty promises, and they will let him down, I think. The words are sincere, but they lack the genuine support or commitment. There's nothing being done. Toxic love karma is the same. Yeah, so, yeah, I feel that he's still got feelings for his ex, even though he thinks that they're toxic. And I also think that he's going to turn around and say, they wanted it, they were willing, they were participating in what he wanted to do because they were willing to do this. It was their idea as well. Like, they had a part to play. And he thought it was consensual. That's what I'm picking up with this. He's not getting the fact that it was his power, his influence, that and his, you know, his threats, his manipulation. He's not seeing that part. He thinks that because they might have went along with it, because they weren't like pinned down, for example, and they went along with it, that they agreed. He's done nothing wrong because they agreed, even though he was manipulative and he did abuse them and they were scared, and you know, he's not seeing that part. He's not blaming himself. He thinks that Cassie, I feel it's about Cassie, he thinks that Cassie liked that kind of thing. And we've got the tragic comedy. It's funny because it's tragic. So he's again playing the victim, laughing at his pain, and he's because if he doesn't laugh, he'll cry. That's the words I'm getting there. He is trying to make this about him, and he's just saying, oh, they're out to get me kind of thing. I expected this, you know. He can't believe it's happened, but he expected it. It's like he's laughing at his own pain. He's trying to make light of the situation. So there's some hidden talents here, some skills that are coming to the surface. Discovering skills you didn't know you had. Reveal to others. Yeah, he's got something, I feel, hidden away. He's got some secret tools what he's going to play. He's going to come out with this. And people don't realise what he has. He thinks he has the upper hand because he has something hidden that he wants to reveal. It's like it's his last playing card. He's going to play this to try and soften the blow, or to try and make it better for him. I don't know. We will have to see what this is. But he has a hidden weapon. He has something he wants to come out to play. But only when the time's right. I think he's threatening to use it. I think there's some threats there. There's manipulation, blackmail behind the scenes. He's trying to make his situation better for him. So expect this to come out. I don't think he wants to go down alone. Face your fears. There is going to be some different people coming forward. There's going to be people coming forward trying to face their fears, and they want to have their voices heard. So this is not the end of it. I feel like there's more to come. But again, yeah, he's just going to say they're attention seekers. He's going to accuse them of just wanting their name and lights or their 5 minutes of fame. He's not going to hold himself accountable. He's not going to acknowledge their claims. He's just going to say, this is because they want attention. They're a snake and they just want their money or their 5 minutes of fame. He's blaming everyone else but himself. He's making every excuse under the sun, and he's not taking accountability. This is what's coming up. This will continue. He's still going to have this false idea of himself that he is God's gift and everyone is below him. That's not going to change. It's just going to continue. But there's more to come from this story. I feel like he's going to try and make some fake evidence. He's going to try and spin this story around on the victims. And he's going to use a secret weapon. There's something that he's got and he feels it's going to make a big difference. It's his Jack in the Box. It's his last playing card to see if it will change anything. He might even give the name of the person who he's involved with. So that will be interesting. I do think there's more involved. I really get a strong sense he is not the only one. I hope that you've enjoyed this just as much as I have. It's been very interesting. I can't wait to see how the rest unfolds. Make sure you subscribe and join me for another video, and comment down below what other hot topics should I cover. What else do you want to see? What the cards want to look into? Well, this has been wonderful. If you'd like a personal, check out the description of the video, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.